I'm ready.
Sounds good.
We're going to pray beforehand. Sure thing. And get this party started. We almost had a feminist come in with us. That would have been fun.
Is she a feminist? I guess, yeah, she leans feminist.
I think if they lean that way, they are.
Well, I think, to a degree, feminism has touched everybody, all women.
I hate to agree with that.
Yeah,
I hate to, because I've experienced
You've even seen the least feminist woman you and I both know, not to name any names, pull a moment or two of like...
Wait, hang on. I gotta, because I don't know if I know who you're...
And so, I mean, we're not recording.
We are recording right now.
We are recording?
I'm glad he started recording. He's like, wait, guys.
Oh, great.
You are recording? But that's true. But I'm still confused on who you're talking about, but I think if I had to lean one way or the other... Wait, are you talking about...
We're recording, Nick.
Okay.
We're not talking about anything or anybody. So shut up. Hush.
My point is proven. Whenever the cameras start recording, you're like,
dude,
settle down.
Do you remember the last time we went off, I guess you'd say it off script?
Well, but the thing is, that wasn't bad. And now we're recording, and we're talking about it again.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You're going to have to trim, dude.
I have to get good at trimming. Okay, welcome to Nick's Right Podcast, where Nick is always right, old millennial, Gen Xer, who thinks he's right and he never is.
An old millennial and a young Gen X. That's the way.
Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
An old millennial and a young Gen X.
I was born in that perfect window. The perfect way.
I think I was born in that perfect window.
But I had Star Wars when it was brand new.
All
I
right.
remember all the...
Did you go to the theaters with Star Wars?
I did.
You were in the theaters when Star Wars came out?
In the movie theater when Star Wars came out.
I grew up with Star Wars, but...
Yeah, but I mean, that was the window that us Gen Xers were born, where we remember all of the great technologies that we have today that we didn't have before Gen X come out, like the early versions of computers, the Trash 80, the Commodore 64 floppy disk. I remember.
I started with floppy
that.
disk. Yeah, I wasn't a part of the 8-tracks, but my technology journey started on cassettes.
Yeah.
So,
one of my uncles stopped listening to 8-tracks. Probably 20 years ago.
Okay.
But this was in the time of the CD. He was still popping in
8-tracks. My gosh.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. I loved it.
I couldn't get away from cassettes fast enough, especially whenever CDs came out. I had the adapter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you remember the first compact disc you ever saw?
The first compact disc, you're talking about for...
CD, music CD?
Oh, that's what that means. CD means compact disc.
I'll be darned. Are you sure you're an old millennial?
I am an old millennial, because millennials start in 1980, and I was born in 1982. Or maybe they were in 81. I can't remember. One of those years, but I'm amongst the first that were born. But when it comes to compact discs, I think the first compact disc that I bought was a Stephen Curtis Chapman CD, whereas it was his Dive CD.
That's interesting.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, but this is the difference in the lives we've led. Yours was Curtis Chapman.
Stephen Curtis Chapman, the most successful Christian music artist to ever walk the face of this planet with 5 Grammys.
Yeah, no.
One of the most prolific writers, and has I've lost count on how many #1 hits and how many Dove Awards he has. But and you don't know who he is.
I know exactly who he is. I knew. This is why I said that's the difference between the path you've walked and the path I've walked. Because my first CD was Poison. Look what the cat dragged in.
Who the heck is
you don't even know who Poison is, do you? Oh, Nick.
Is that a heavy metal?
It's more like glam rock, big hair glam rock, 80s. Yeah,
like Kiss. That's what I think when you say
it's more like Kiss than heavy metal, but Kiss was like an animal all their own, dude. They were all performative music. They weren't even very good musicians. They were just performative. I would say, and people will disagree with me. Well, people will disagree and people will agree. But the big hair glam rock genre of the 80s is the most frenetic and kinetic and energetic and talented musical genre that this country has ever seen.
Yeah, I hate that I can't disagree with you, because even whenever a new 80s band came out everyone loved them.
Oh yeah.
And they're like modern day, but they're 80s.
Van Halen, Bon Jovi, Poison.
Well, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the guy, shut up and dance with me. The shut up and dance. Like, that's 80s. That's 80s sounding, and it blew up. Like, everybody loved it.
Shut up and dance with me. You sure that was 80s, dude? That wasn't...
No, they're listed as an 80s band, yeah. Like a 80s style band.
I'm talking AC/DC. I'm talking Guns N' Roses. I'm talking Skid Row,
you're talking about
baby.
rock is what you're talking about. You're talking about rock.
Big hair, glam rock, yeah.
I wouldn't call it glam rock. That's just rock.
Dude, we called it glam rock in the 80s. It was glam rock.
Yeah.
Look, man, what are we talking about today?
Anyway, we're going to be talking about some controversial stuff. We're going to pray first. Lord Jesus, pray first. Lord Jesus, thank you for today. Thank you for the ability to record one more episode. I ask that you would bless our conversation. Let nothing come out of our mouth that would offend anybody else, but if it does offend somebody, let it not be somebody that's in our inner circle. We love you, Jesus, and we thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That's a good prayer, Nick, because I think we're going to offend a lot of people today.
Well, I mean...
I don't want them to be in our inner circle.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So, do we want to just go right into it? Because we were talking about it earlier, because we were talking about feminists. And, but we were saying how feminism has touched even the people who we're close to who claim not to be a feminist.
Yeah, it's such a cancerous disease. How about that for offending all the people outside of our inner circle? That it has touched even the good ones, even the ones that don't consider themselves feminists. You can't escape it.
So, what would be a characteristic they have if they're one of the good ones that makes them a feminist, or makes them touched by feminism?
I've seen this happen. I've seen it with my own eyes. They'll say something controversial, and then you see them immediately regret saying it, and it's like, oh well. You shouldn't have said it. Well, but they did say it, and they regretted it.
But what makes them? What makes you think that they're touched by feminism if they regret what they were saying just because of how it makes them look?
Because it was usually in the moment of argumentation and in a heated moment, and it was a snapback, or they heard something said that they didn't like that sort of played on their nerves.
Okay.
And what that was should never have played on their nerves because there's nothing wrong with what was said. So they'll snap back with.
That's not necessarily feminism, though. That's touching them. That's more of just being overly cautious of offending somebody because you just got through offending somebody.
I think you're right, but two things can be right can exist at the same time. Like if their snapback is, well, men do that all the time. Okay,
sure.
There's a touch there.
Sure. I mean, people in our inner circle haven't said stuff like that.
No,
but but we've seen.
Oh, haven't they though?
Have they?
Haven't they though? I mean,
men do that all the time,
or something along those lines. Something that treads the difference between feminist and non-feminist. Something that suggests it's not my fault, it's your fault.
Well, I mean, we have experiences with girls like that, like women we've dated in the past that we didn't think that they were feminists, and turns out they were extremely feminist. But I wouldn't say anybody in our inner circle would do something like that.
No, I mean, who all is in our inner circle? I mean, let's not define that, but I think we kind of both have an idea of who that is. But it doesn't have to be something they said. If, we're talking about dating, right? I dated a girl, and I dated her for quite some time.
Is this the one I think you're...
No.
Okay.
You don't know this one.
Right.
I don't think we've ever even talked about this one. And if so, it was briefly and, didn't change anything. It didn't create much of a conversation.
Example of how Nick can't get out a thought. He has to think for it for 30 seconds.
I'm a writer, dude. Okay, so I don't want to hear your guff. I don't want to hear it.
You're gonna hear it all.
Keep
the
time. Guff
all day. You're gonna hear yourself.
It all day. But she was like this small town country chick. She wore the jeans. She was born. She was raised far enough outside of the DFW area to be in a smaller town like a Venus or like a Kleber.
Where is it? Where was she from?
I'm not going to get all into that. There was nothing feminist about this girl, but she was kind of masculine. You know what I mean? Like the way she would carry on a conversation or the way she would demand.
So not physically masculine. You're talking about how she just acted around men.
No, not physically masculine. The way she framed her role in the world was sort of a masculine way to do it.
Give an example.
Okay. we're in it was her apartment, but it was kind of ours, right? I was there all the time.
Is this your baby mama?
No, dude.
Oh, okay.
No. I would not talk about my baby mama.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're saying that.
That ain't good.
No, you're saying that hesitantly. Yeah.
I don't want to. No more guff, dude. No more. Gosh.
I'm trying to break you out of your shell.
I'm not going to go on with the story.
Go ahead, man. We're sharing personal stories.
We're in the apartment, right? It's her apartment. And there was a problem with the neighbor directly upstairs. Not a big problem. I don't know. Maybe they were moving the TV. Sure. Maybe they were, I don't know. That kind of
like
thing.
I hear every freaking day now.
Yeah, like you hear every freaking day now. Mm-hmm. And man, that jaw just came out like that, and she got like red faced, and I was thinking, man, just calm down. I mean, we make noise too. And she goes storming outside and storming up the stairs and pounding on the door, and I'm like, okay, if there's gonna be a fight, I'm the one that's gonna be involved in the fight, not her.
Well, okay, I get that.
And it's like something in the world was not status quo, and so
sure.
I mean, it was just overkill on the solution. You know what I'm talking about? And there were moments like that happened. She almost got my butt kicked by this guy driving a work truck who they cut her off or whatever. He pulls over, and this guy was big, dude. He was walking around to his toolbox.
Bodybuilder big or just like...
No, like plumber big. Like bear big.
Bear big.
Yeah, it's big. And we'll talk about man or bear too, because I got a lot to say about that. Side note. Anyway, he flips his toolbox open and grabs a pipe wrench the size of him, basically. Like it was a pipe wrench, and he looked right at me. I hadn't said a word to him. I didn't flash any fingers at him, nothing, and said, "Come here." And I was like, "Oh my God, I could get like internal cranial brain damage today."
Yeah, because
the problem he had was with her, not me.
Yeah, but he's not going to take it out on her.
He's not going to take it out on her. It becomes a man's world at that point.
Oh yeah,
and so. And I've got other stories. Never mind.
Well, did you finish that story?
Yeah, I said drive. When the light turned green, I was like, just drive, because I was in the passenger seat, which I never liked being.
Oh, this was on the road.
Yeah, this is on the road.
Oh, dang.
He pulled over in the parking lot right there and pulled his big old pipe wrench out that looked like
was it a two-handed pipe wrench? Like that's how big it was?
It could have been. I mean, he was wielding it with one freaking meat hook, but
one freaking meat hook.
Yeah. And this is where no, I'm not speaking about any woman in particular.
Sure.
But this is where women need to know where they are, where they stand. They're going to get people killed or get people hurt if they don't.
This is why we need to have a woman on the podcast and ask them if you were stranded in a forest.
Yeah, okay. Okay, all right.
And seriously, how many times I've asked that question to people whenever I was either live or just random girls in the gym, and they always say the bear.
They always say the bear.
And I'm like, what kind of crack are you smoking? It doesn't make any sense. That bear will eat you. It sees you as food.
Yeah.
They are carnivores. They eat fish. Yeah. They will eat you.
Yeah, and they don't just walk away like they all think. Oh, it's a cute bear. He's going to walk. No, they don't.
They're not cuddly.
They come to investigate, whether they're hungry or not, especially if you're in their territory. They come to investigate. And who knows where the investigation goes? Yeah. If you make the wrong eye contact, if you smell the wrong way, if you're a little, what would that be, downwind or upwind of them? Mm-hmm. Oh, man, you're dead. But this is my response to that, okay? This is a little long-winded, Nick. Just stick with me here.
Oh, my gosh.
So whenever I hear this question, it's usually on podcasts like, whatever podcast or which I'm kind of a fan of, even though I cannot watch that for more than 20 minutes.
I know, because you always get frustrated with what's going on.
I stand up and pace back and forth talking to myself. It drives me nuts. But it's like, I would ask these women, okay, so if you and your girls are going to go out and play hussy at the club, right? Which club would you want to go to? And if they answer like Club Rave or whatever, I'm making that up. I'll say, okay, how many women are in that club? When you walk in, how many women? Oh, I don't know, like 200. 200 women. Okay, how many of those women have been SA'd?
Okay.
And they'll probably give you some inflated example, like, oh, half of them, 50%.
Oh, yeah. And it's not near that. It's not near that.
It's not near that, dude. But, they'll say 50%. And so they're thinking that 100 out of those 200 women have been SA'd. And if you ask them, point out the ones that have been SA'd. Show me the ones that you think have been SA'd. Of all the women out there partying, hitting on the bartender, dancing, doing whatever, they couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. They couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But if you ask them, if there was one woman in this club that had been mauled by a bear, could you tell me which one it is? You're like, maybe it's the one in the wheelchair because she's a paraplegic now, or the one that's got the
if they survive at all. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be in the group because they'd probably be deceased. Yeah,
it's the one that's had her face surgically put back on. You know what I mean?
Oh, gosh, isn't that a graphic?
Right. Well,
surgically, it reminds me of Gotham, of the Joker. How he had his face taken off.
I never saw it, man.
Dude, want to talk about a good depiction of Batman?
Really?
Like the prequel of Batman? Yeah. Ooh. Like a lot of people say that and don't get me wrong, I still think Heath Ledger's the best Joker, but the Joker that they had portrayed, or the guy who portrayed the Joker in Gotham,
actor,
man, did he do a good job.
Really?
Scary, bro.
Really?
Like, oh, yeah. I mean, he brought a new sense of Jokerness to it that it blew my mind.
Awesome.
I don't think there's any GS in that. I'll have to go back and rewatch, but I don't think there's any in that.
I would be shocked if there's no GS in that.
You would be shocked if there's none?
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
Really?
Now, don't get me wrong. I've had to rewatch TV shows, and because I'm getting so freaking fed up with new stuff coming out that everything has even just a little bit of GS in it, and I don't want to support that. I don't want to support any kind of Disney or Hollywood film if they just put just a little in it because they've been shoving it down our throats.
Yeah.
For I don't know how long, and they think they could just go back to just putting a little in it. I'm like, no, you guys need to learn a lesson. Like I am boycotting pretty much everything that could have any. If it pops up and there's GS, I turn it off.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sit there and support it. I don't care if it's got the most famous and best actors in, turn it off. And I lose respect for those actors.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you don't have to do it this way.
No, they don't have to do it. And it's everywhere. GS here, GS there. We were talking earlier about the greatest thing in the Star Wars universe since probably the end of the animated Clone Wars. In my opinion, Andor.
And I haven't seen it yet.
Andor.
And I've been holding my breath to watch it because I'm a big fan of Rogue One. Rogue One doesn't have any GS in it. I've seen it twice. Probably seen it more than that. Love the robot in that movie. And then so many people have been telling you need to watch Andor, and then you just said, yeah, there's a little bit GS, and I'm like, that just sealed the deal for me. I'm not watching it.
I mean, I don't think season 1 had any, but season 2, it was like one character, a female character, and it's like, ugh. No, and I'm on like cloud 9 watching Andor because I'm like, dude, this is what Star Wars episodes 7, 8, and 9 should be about. And I'm saying should because they'll make those in the future. I don't consider 7, 8, and 9 Star Wars canon at all. But I was like, dude, if they actually carry forward with 7, 8, and 9, this is the storytelling, the quality of storytelling it has to be. It's freaking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
And then the scene came, and I was just like, oh,
yeah,
man. Disney and their shovel cramming stuff down your throat.
Okay, so let me just tell you how sensitive I am to this. By the way, if you guys don't know what GS is, please look it up. Go to TikTok. There's a whole viral movement going about people getting tired of GS. And I don't want to say it right now. Figure it out. I think you can figure it out if you know who I'm. Talking about Disney, like they put it in Buzz Lightyear or the Lightyear movie. Like they put it in everything. But recently, I was holding off because I'm a big fan of musicals. I like musicals. I like good musicals. Like, I had to prepare my heart to watch The Greatest Showman. Like, I had to prepare my heart to do that because I knew it was going to get me emotional. Love Frozen. Like, I love all of those things. But as soon as you introduce GS, like I said, I turn it off. So, there's a new musical out that's hitting the charts. You know who the number one chart topper right now when it comes to it's the first girl band group to hit the charts at number 1 with one of their songs. I think in the past 20 years. Like it's been that long. The last person or the last group who did it was Destiny's Child with Beyonce.
Okay.
With a song called Bootylicious. That's the last girl group that hit #1 on the charts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Guess who hit it this time? A fictional girl group because of the new movie K-pop Demon Hunter. And that whole, like, it's a fictional girl group. That girl group does not exist, but because of that movie, that song has hit #1.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like continuing to hit #1.
So
anyway,
they don't have like an album out. They just
the
have
album is the movie album. Yeah, there's songs because they sing all these songs.
But
in the
they
movie.
don't go on tour and have concerts.
No, they're probably going to get somebody to because those are actual voices singing those songs, so they'll probably put something together.
Like studio voices.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And they don't exist.
The group itself doesn't exist. No, I mean the voices do. Like the people who sang the songs do exist.
Talk about putting the cart before the horse, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
They made a hit without a band. That's
they made
crazy.
it, but yeah, but that's so I'm seeing all. I'm on TikTok a lot because my whole life is social media these days. Just because I had to get ideas for videos, and now a lot of my responsibility for the company has switched over to social media because we have to create all these social medias for the movie Destined, the 2000 national title team for Oklahoma, for our movie coming out 4/26. So I'm on social media a lot, and I see K-pop Demon Hunter songs like just coming through left and right. So I was like, and I remember seeing the preview to Netflix to K-pop Demon Hunter, and I'm like, that looks interesting, but I don't think I should watch it because I'm like, I don't know it, and usually whenever I try to start watching something that I don't know, I usually turn it off. Plus, if I don't know it and I don't know anything about it, here recently I'm like, I don't want to watch it because there's going to be something GS in it. So I see all this stuff coming through. I see all these.
So you preempt it.
Well,
I just don't watch it.
Yeah, seriously, that's what it's been going on. But recently, I've been seeing all this stuff coming through on TikTok and on Instagram and on across the board. It's all K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, and even like patriarchal.
Write it down.
Yeah, patriarchal families, non-feministic families, like dudes who are, very conservative, and they're like, that time whenever you let your kids watch K-pop Demon Hunter, and they kind of show this progression of them going through the movie, and like at the end of the movie, they're like really into the movie, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I watched whenever I was cat sitting with, at mom's house. I was cat sitting her cat whenever she was going off to California to see the grandkids.
Stuck in Oklahoma for a week. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and I had a video that I put up that got reposted by Donald Trump. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
About Oklahoma, because Oklahoma is now implementing a test for their teachers, only for teachers coming in from blue states like California and New York.
Oh, really?
Where they have to take a test.
Wait a minute. Not all teachers?
Not all teachers.
What
only
about
if they're coming from New York or California. It's an incoming test.
What if they're coming from Florida?
Hang on. It's from blue states. I just said that. Listen, Nick, I just said that. Listen.
That makes a difference.
I'm telling you, it's from blue states, California or New York, and they have to take a test where they have to prove that they are an America First teacher.
Wow.
And I did that video sitting on the porch of my mom's house. One of my followers said, you got reposted by Trump on Truth Social. Yeah. And I'm like, great. They're like, your
Dude,
life's about to blow up. And it didn't blow up because it wasn't him that posted it. It was one of his minions.
I want to throw this out to whoever might be watching this. Because
don't let me lose track, but yeah, go ahead.
When you texted me and said, hey, man, I just got reposted by Trump, what was my advice? My advice was get Caroline Levitt on the phone because they
that's
do
easy
that.
To do.
Well, get in touch with her people, whatever you got to do.
Just get Caroline Levitt on the phone.
Because they're opening up the press corps to influencers.
But they're not opening up the press corps to somebody that's as small as me. Like, the people that are there, they have million plus.
You're probably right. So but Trump retweeted you. That would be your... It's not the size of your audience. It's the fact that Trump retweeted you.
I agree.
That could be your toe in the door.
I agree, but
Just
I guarantee you I would bet money on this that they will pass me by because I only have 18.
Well, you need to let me go so I can ask Caroline Levitt.
You want to have that clout. I understand.
Yeah, well, I want to ask her.
They reposted me because I'm the one putting in all the work, yet you want to go to the White House.
Yeah, because I want to ask.
Sounds very democratic of you, Nick.
I want to. I don't know what that means.
You want someone else to do all the work so you can rein in all the glory.
No, that's not true. But if you're going to do the work and not go, you might as well send me. I'll be your representative. And I'll ask Caroline something like, how does it feel to bust up left-wing lies all day long? It sounds fun to me.
How does it feel to educate Democrats on economics every time you get in front of the podium?
Exactly. Continue with your story.
Anyway, so I'm about to watch K-pop Demon Hunter, and through the entire movie, by the way, good movie. It was very entertaining.
Is that what it's called? K-pop
Demon Hunter.
Okay.
Because it's about a K-pop group. You know what K-pop is?
Japan or...
Do you know what K-pop is?
Yeah, it's
Korean pop.
Korean, okay.
Yeah, Korean popular music is what it is.
All right. Yes,
which is blowing up the stratosphere.
Sorry,
right
I knew it was Asian. Go ahead.
Yeah. It just had. You were gonna think you're. Oh, I'm not even gonna say it.
They're not in our inner circle. Go.
Okay, so I'm sitting there watching K-pop Demon Hunter, and the entire time I'm watching it, by the end of the movie, I'm like, okay, this was a good movie. But the entire time I'm watching it, I am so sensitive to if they're even trying to portray something GS.
You were looking for it, weren't you?
Yeah, and it's sad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I wanted to enjoy this. And there were underlying stuff, like, because it's K-pop Demon Hunters pretty much in the name. Like, they're a K-pop group that hunts demons.
Yeah.
I want to run the story for you. The main character.
Oh, please do.
The main character is half demon, and that's the secret that she has to hide from her other two K-pop friends who are also demon hunters. So they're both like the way that, because I think it's very Korean mythology type of thing.
Sure.
Because I'm glad that they were going against the devil, but they made her half demon, and I'm like, there's some part of me was like, I don't know if, but the other main character, which was the boy K-pop group that they were competing against, she is the lead and he is the lead. They kind of fell in love with each other. He was not going to be able to survive with her fighting the main devil, is what he was. So he sacrifices himself and gives her his soul so she can have the power to defeat the big bad.
Yeah, sounds very, very Korean.
Well, but with that sacrifice, I'm like, okay, I can spin this as, the way Christ sacrificed himself for us. I just don't like that they put it in the light of like a demon sacrifice himself, And so, other than that, I didn't see any GS.
Really?
It was entertaining. The music was fantastic.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably so. It's all hit music from a no band.
It's doing so well that they're going to come out with 2 more. They'll probably put some GS in the second or third one, and they're coming out with a live action one.
Well, see, dude, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to watch K-pop Demon Hunter now that I know the ending. But
it's a good movie regardless.
It makes you wonder how the Koreans view GS from a cultural lens. Like, if it wasn't in that,
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
I don't think it was made in Korea. It was made here. Yeah.
Was it made for a Korean audience though, or was it made for an American audience?
They just know that K-pop is blowing up. Like, even K-pop dramas are blowing up on Netflix.
Yeah. Not
just with Korean people, but with U.S. people, like with Americans. Like, everyone's loving it. Even Carl. Carl's like, oh, I love K-pop drama stuff. I eat that up. Even they're turning on the freaking subtitles.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't gotten into it, but I haven't given it a try either. K-pop Demon Hunter is my first introduction.
Yeah.
So I will say this: those people are attractive. Like, all those stars on K-pop stuff, they're all just freaking hot. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that.
I'm just saying they're all attractive. Like, they're all fit. They're this big around. There's not an ounce of fat on any of their bodies.
Yeah.
And so they're all just...
They have that genome.
Yeah. And they have, like, zero hair. Like, they got, like, luscious heads of hair, and they've got zero hair anywhere else.
It's funny. I was just about to say, and you almost cut me off. I didn't start saying it they all have beautiful hair.
Yeah.
When you said they don't have hair.
Oh, yeah. No, they have luscious heads of hair.
Yeah, long, black, dark, midnight hair.
But they have zero body hair at all. They've tapped into the fountain of youth. That's why we say black don't crack, because black people they have a lot of, melanin in their system that makes them to where they don't have a lot of wrinkles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody who's not white, you look like you're 70.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you. So basically, I look white. Is that what you're saying?
You are white.
Toast,
yeah,
thumb-looking white guy. That's great.
2 eyeballs.
So you mentioned, you mentioned musicals.
Okay.
Your top 3 musicals, because I know what mine are.
Top 3,
and I'm not a fan of musical. I don't like me. Like every time I sit down to watch a musical, it's almost like a labor to sit down and know I'm about to watch a musical. But I've seen a couple of musicals, man, that are just they're awesome.
I cannot believe we were supposed to talk about feminism. Now we're talking about musicals.
I know, it's weird.
Well, top 3 musicals. Right after I watched K-pop Demon Hunter, I wanted to watch something that would kind of reset my mind thinking, and I know I get very emotional whenever I watch Prince of Egypt.
Oh, Prince of Egypt.
Because, dude, and it never fails because the scene in the burning bush. And by the way, there was over 200 scholars that those Hollywood producers approached, like 200 biblical scholars they approached and got their advice to make it as accurate as possible to the story in the Bible. Yeah. There's only a couple of things that I would say that they could have changed, but everything else was like, I have sentimental memory with that movie because I went to see that movie in the theater with my brother, and my relationship with my brother is not the best. And back then he didn't know the Lord. I came to the Lord at a very young age, and he didn't come to the Lord until like 3 years ago. So I remember going to see that movie in the theaters with my brother, and the scene. But before we talk about the burning bush scene, but the scene whenever he takes the staff and
does the water,
and the water goes up.
Yeah, I remember, you see the whales and all the.
Well, no, just the scene of like him slamming it down and the water just like dramatically.
Yeah, that was like computer graphics.
Oh, they said it took 2 years to finish that scene.
Finish that scene.
Yeah. But I remember whenever that happened, I looked over at my brother. Me and my brother were just bawling our eyes out just because we saw the display of God's power and glory in such a great way, because it wasn't just like the waters parting, it was just like an explosion of them parting. And dude, I love that. I love that movie. But the scene of the burning bush where Moses goes, and the way they depicted that, he went and tested it, and then he put it on his hand. He's like, oh my gosh. And then the Lord starts talking to him. He's like, remove your sandals because the ground you're standing on is holy ground. And he doesn't remove them right away. He questions, and then when he realizes it's God, he takes the sandals, and throws them away, because he just realized, I'm in the presence of the Almighty. And I remember when he questioned, because God said, you're going to lead my people. You're going to go and ask favor, and you're going to lead my people to freedom. And he started saying, who am I to do this? And God, in his justice, starts saying, I can't do it justice right now, but he starts saying stuff like, who's the one that did this and who's the one that did that? But when he did that, he said it in such a loud voice, and there was this boom from the burning bush that pinned Moses up against the wall, to remind him of who he is. And then when Moses was at a most vulnerable state, then the burning bush came around Moses and grabbed him. So it was like God wrapping him in his glory. Oh, dude. Oh, it was great. So that would probably be number 1. Number 2 would be Lion King. Number 3 is a toss-up between Greatest Showman and Frozen.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to ask, can an animated movie actually be categorized as a musical?
It's a musical if they sing but
it's animated.
Yeah, no, it's still a musical.
Okay, cool.
The musical is categorized as you're singing songs, like you just bust out into song in the middle of the movie.
Well,
that's a musical.
I mean, all your favorite musicals are animated, except for
most musicals are animated.
Okay, mine. You sure answered the heck out of that question, Nick. That's awesome. Okay.
Talking about feminism today yet? Top 3 musicals.
Hey man, I'm a fan of Wizard of Oz. It's a musical.
Wait, is it?
Musical, yeah. Musical. Off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I haven't seen it in such a long time. I don't remember it being a musical.
It's a musical. Moulin Rouge.
Never seen it.
Wow.
Never seen it.
It
just screams GS. Screams GS.
Oh no, dude. It's a love story, bro, and it's not a GS love story.
Okay, good.
Dude, it wouldn't be my favorite musical.
That's why I was shocked.
Yeah, I know. This is why I don't like musicals, because they're so. You have to be in touch with Well, your feminine side, to be honest with you.
There's a difference between being in touch with your feminine side and being a feminist.
You're absolutely right, which is why I have no shame in my 3 favorite musicals. The other one is La La Land, No GS.
Still haven't seen La La Land.
Yeah. Okay. No wonder your three favorite musicals are like anime.
I can guarantee you that, dude. I can guarantee you that The Greatest Showman beats out all of your musicals. That's your top favorite. Have you seen Greatest Showman?
Boy, that is a subjective bomb drop that you just made.
Have you?
The only one of your favorite musicals I've ever seen is A Lion King.
So, in other words, you haven't seen The Greatest Showman.
That's right.
And I'm making a statement of The Greatest Showman would beat out all of your musicals.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen The Greatest Showman, so none of us can actually.
Well, it's so funny you say that, Nick.
I stand by it.
Having not seen Moulin Rouge, having not seen La La Land.
Very true. I stand by it. I stand by it left and right.
I'm going to stand by Moulin Rouge myself. I think it's better.
No.
It's better than that musical I haven't seen, Nick.
I'll watch Moulin Rouge.
Get it straight.
I'll watch Moulin Rouge, and you watch Greatest Showman.
All right. Sounds good.
Like, I have to prepare my heart to watch Greatest Showman. I can't sit there and be like, oh, let's just watch a movie. I want to watch No, I can't. I have to think about it for a week. And then I'm like, one day it comes up, I'm like, all right, because I know I'm going to cry. I know because it's an emotional movie. Like, the way he comes into humility, even though the story about P.T. Barnum in that movie is completely false. P.T. Barnum was a terrible person. Like, he did not treat his people very well at all. Like, at all.
It's turn of the century, man.
Nobody
treated anybody very good. You think Henry Ford treated his people well?
I'm not saying he did or
did
not.
Maybe he did.
I'm just saying,
know,
like, the way they told it is not how it was.
Okay. Well.
So, but I'm glad they told it that way because that's movie telling.
Okay.
You know, that's making it better, I guess. I mean, I like it because it's an emotional story. It shows a guy who is very prideful coming into humility, and that's what gets me every time.
It's a character arc.
Not just the character arc, but the guy who's very prideful and comes into humility. Like, whenever someone breaks their own pride and humbles themselves, that's what really gets me every time in a story.
That's a great character arc. Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be
humbled
to humility.
Wait. Hang on.
At some point.
Speaking of Anakin Skywalker, I saw a fan film. It was made by AI, but it was like, what if Obi-Wan in the TV series Obi-Wan, which was stupid, by the way, he was actually able to turn Anakin back to the light side, and then Anakin and Obi-Wan team up together with the rebels to take down the Empire. Like, the way
it's a great what if,
dude. I would love to see that alternate universe.
Yeah,
Lucasfilms, Disney, leave the GS out and do that. What if you will make $1 billion+? Because all the Star Wars fans would be like, I'm gonna go see that.
You think so?
Oh my gosh, dude! Like,
I'm
nerd left and right.
You're talking about taking canon, a very, very beloved canon, right?
Yeah.
It's episode 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And even 1, 2, and 3, which I'm a huge fan of.
I like 1, 2, and 3 left and right. Like,
I do too.
I was like a little kid in a candy shop when episode 2 came out, and Yoda started jumping around everywhere.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, dude. You know, okay, I'll come back to my original thing in a minute. The scene that had me out of my seat, believe it or not, was when Obi-Wan Kenobi squared off against Jango Fett on the rain planet. What was it called? I forget.
By
the Slave One.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh, dude, we're seeing basically a fist fight between my boy Obi-Wan Kenobi and a Mandalorian. This is too good. But those are the kind of fresh ideas that just were all over 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. That they completely lost in 7, 8, 9, which don't exist anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They do exist. But that's the difference of the storytelling of George Lucas, and then he sold the company, and then they came out with those 3. That's the difference.
100%.
Lucas should have never sold his company.
No, he shouldn't have sold his company.
That was if I are you serious with your phone being on right now?
You'll be all right, Nick. You'll be all right.
Holy cow! We're doing a freaking podcast. Like, how do you have zero respect for what we're doing? Zero respect.
My phone rang, dude.
Put it on silent.
I did. I just put it on silent.
What, you couldn't do that beforehand?
I did do that beforehand.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You thought you did because you don't understand technology.
I don't want to hear it right now because we're filming a podcast. Do you understand?
Just like whenever I took a selfie beforehand.
No guff. No guff. I don't want your guff.
Why can't we do the guff?
Utterly ridiculous.
Let's just tell the audience right now, because it's so big that everybody would love to hear this.
What are you talking? Are you talking about?
Whenever you were taking a selfie beforehand,
and
you were trying to like reach your thumb around to hit the button on the screen. I'm like, dude, you do know that you can hit the down arrow and it'll take the photo. And you're like, what? And you took a photo of yourself. And you're like, hot dog, that just made my life a lot easier. I was like, I knew you didn't know about that. Like, it's as easy as hitting the down arrow.
So Obi-Wan Kenobi. Always got to relive. Always got to relive this. You know what, man? If I relived every moment in which I corrected you, whether it was a word you couldn't pronounce or whether it was whatever, you'd hate me too, man. You'd hate my guts.
You don't hate me. You know this is good content. So
I don't hate you, Nick. Of course I don't hate you much. It's just okay, never mind.
Every time. Anyway.
Every time.
Django Fett.
Yeah, I forget. That was the diversion away from the original point. Now I've forgotten what the original point was.
Well, we were talking about Lucas should never have sold his company. But
oh no, Lucas, yeah.
And then we got interrupted by you getting a phone call.
I think Lucas regrets it, dude.
Oh, I think he does, and he can't get it back. I mean, he would have to spend billions because he sold it for over $4 billion.
I don't know why he sold it in the first place, man.
His reasoning was, it's time to give the next generation a shot with what he created, and I'm like, whoa.
I completely disagree with
that. Yeah, he should not have done that. Yeah. So, wow. So we just got through talking about you putting it on silent, and I was saying you don't know how to put it on silent. You're like, I just put it on silent, and evidently you still don't know how to put your phone on silent.
Oh, you got to hold it.
I
got you.
Wow,
I got you.
Dude.
Gen X, boy.
Wow. I am shocked right now.
So
the amount of knowledge that you don't have with as much time as you've been on this earth that you can't figure out a freaking cell phone.
I can figure it out just fine.
Really?
Yes.
It just takes you twice as long.
Is that your point? Is that your point?
You'll forget about it when you walk out of the door. You'll be like, hey, Nick, how do I turn this back off of silence?
First of all, no, I won't. And second of all, so what if I did? What does that matter? Are you going to tell me or are you just going to not tell me?
Oh, I'm going to judge you left and right, and then I'll show you.
Maybe that's what I should say, judge me. All right. Bastard. Okay. Can we get back to the original
Feminism?
Yes. I'd much rather talk about that than
talk about your new girl.
My new girl.
Well, the most recent one, because she's been doing something that's very feministic.
So this cell phone.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay, so okay, it's kind of an interesting story, and I think it fits the topic.
Okay.
Yeah. So seeing a girl, right? Yeah. Some time ago. God. See, now I don't even want to talk about it, man. I'm so beaten down by it.
The way, because you're like, someone's gonna hear it, they're gonna get offended.
At this point,
I shouldn't have said that. They're gonna get offended in me saying that.
Yeah.
Dang, I shouldn't have said that either. Gosh, it's just a snowball effect.
There's nothing you can say. Yeah. So okay. So what does everyone think of this, Nick? What is your input here? So about 2 years ago, I was dating this girl.
Yeah.
And
I think we met each other before you started dating her. Well, not met, but like started becoming friends.
Yeah, I mean we were buddies before I started dating her, but she and I had history beforehand, like going way back, and we just got reconnected, and we started seeing each other. And dude, I kind of like this girl. You know, she's
Latina,
sweet. Right? She's Latina. Okay. She's I like her family. I think we have great chemistry because I mean, I would go visit her with plans to like go out, and we would just sit around the island in her kitchen.
Just talking,
man. Just talking, laughing. We'd break out the air fryer,
the air fryer,
the air dryer, and we put like different recipes in there.
In that air dryer,
jalapeno chip peppers.
Just drying the hell out of it.
Yeah,
just drying
them. God, see, y'all see this? This is what I'm talking about right here. This is it right there. And I kind of dug this girl, but she was going through a time. I was going through a time. Time wasn't right. And without really much closure, there was, we parted ways, right? Parted ways. Sure. And she went on and I went on and working at the gym and yelling at you and whatever else. And recently, like within the last probably 3 months, she reconnected, right? And I knew that she was seeing somebody.
Sure.
She's got a man, right? A boyfriend.
Right.
And this story is going to get real long, so I'll keep it real short. I
don't think you can tell a short story.
I don't think. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Cliff's notes.
You can't tell a short story.
I think this girl really likes me, man. Like, she really, really likes me.
I don't think she does, from what I know. But go ahead.
Well, you haven't been on the phone calls, but
I've said those words before.
She treats me like there's adoration going on, you know, and it's reciprocated, right?
Okay.
And
I'm getting mad hearing this just because I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, go
ahead.
Well,
most recently, the boyfriend was out of town for a week, so she wanted me to come over and meet with her. Nothing beyond innocence, right? Just come over and like meet and have a.
That is not okay.
Well, that's what I told her. I was like, so you want me?
Even her wanting that is not okay. She has a freaking boyfriend.
Yeah, no, I that's what I said to her. I was like, so you want me to be the guy that you cheat with? And she said, oh, it's not cheating. And I said, well, that's not up to you. That is cheating because it's not up to you. What would your boyfriend think of that? Mm-hmm. And but this is okay. Hot take right here. This is how women think. This is how they think.
Here comes the feminism.
They think very much about what they want, and what anybody else wants. It just, goes right in one ear and out the other.
Especially the feminist.
This is what I'm talking about. This is women.
Yeah. Well, are you saying that's a woman thing or a feminist thing?
It's a woman thing.
Well, that's not necessarily a woman thing. That's a person thing. Like people because that's what it comes down to. It comes down to pride. They always think of themselves first. That's why we have a commandment of love thy neighbor as you love yourself.
Listen, man. Okay. I have front row evidence that this exists more in the female gender than the male gender. I think guys can sit and talk and listen to each other and they can reason things out together, putting their heads together, using logic, maybe a little bit of critical thinking.
Right.
And if emotionality enters, it doesn't run the conversation or it doesn't run the moment.
I agree with you on that.
Right.
But also, that problem that you're saying it's a woman thing, that goes back to the fall of Adam and Eve.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
But that's the punishment that was dealt out is the woman because he said the man is to be the leader, the woman is always going to struggle with wanting to be the leader, which is the reason why she has to submit and surrender.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to get canceled for that.
Probably. Well, but I go back to Eve all the time. I'm like, Eve was the first. She was the first one that started it all.
Yeah.
And we've had this talk before, but so anyway, back to the story. I tell her, no, I'm not going to come meet with you.
Right.
Because
I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I'm kind of proud of myself for it.
Yeah.
Because what I told her was I don't want to be your friend. Now, I'll be your boyfriend. I'll come over and we'll have a date and we'll get together and we'll have a relationship. But until that happens, I'm not going to be your friend because I didn't want her putting me in her little friend zone.
Yeah.
And I was just it started to piss me off a little bit how much she kept pushing and pushing and pushing as if my boundaries meant nothing to her. I'm laying them out right here. I'm paving it like a brick road, and it didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
And right then I was like, you tell them what you want, and it goes, or what your boundaries are, and it goes in one ear and right out the other. If it doesn't apply to what they want,
right? If you are not allowed to have boundaries, they are.
Absolutely, and it's a choice that they make.
Yeah.
Because I was speaking English to an English-speaking brain. And it's like she wasn't even hearing me, but I know she was. So she was choosing to be like, I want what I want.
Right.
And, I know you've told me, Nick, as she was saying, 4 times now what you want, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. And I was like, oh, my God. So we got off the phone and haven't spoken since. We weren't arguing. I mean, there was no argumentation. I think there was a little bit of disappointment on her end when we hung up the phone finally at 2:00 in the morning.
Wait, you're on this? How long were you on that phone call with her when she was begging you to come over?
Well, she called very late. Like, she called at like 12:30. And so we were probably on the phone for an hour and a half.
Okay.
And then she calls back at 3, and I text her, and I'm like, good night. I'm going to bed.
Wow. 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 Does she watch the podcast? Or does she listen to the podcast?
Yeah, probably.
I can't. There's you probably won't have to worry about any more phone calls from her.
Probably not. And it's sad and disappointing too, because I have a history with this girl. I like this girl.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like her family and everything where she comes from.
Right.
And if nothing happens, I kind of got to go discover that with someone else while navigating all the bullshit that happens.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
The bullshit.
The bullshit.
That's a good substitution word.
The bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it just drives me crazy, man.
Well, and that's what happens whenever you deal with feminism. Is this woman a follower of Jesus?
She is a follower of Jesus.
How do you know that, for one?
Because she talks about it. Because she's expressed her religious and spiritual views. She is a follower of Jesus the way I think the masses, the garden variety masses,
it's carnal,
follow Jesus.
Is what you're saying. So she's probably not a true follower of Jesus. She claims to be. Because I can't tell you, dude, how many times I scroll on TikTok and I see this girl who's trying to say all these Bible verses and give you encouragement, but her breasts are hanging out everywhere.
Oh, of course.
It really pisses me off because they're using their sexuality to promote the gospel. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
It says flee from sexual immorality, yet you're just plastering it all over the place.
Yeah.
And then whenever I put a video up about it on my other page called Obedience Unleashed, about how modesty is a thing, and you need to be modest, speaking to women, I've got guys coming in my DMs, or not my DMs, but my comment section, telling me that is on you. The way they dress is not on them. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. They're like, your lustful thoughts are on you. And I'm like, yes, but they have a responsibility to not put that out there. Like, holy cow, take responsibility where responsibility is.
Yeah, yeah. I wrestle with that very thing a lot. And I think that the wisest philosophy is that each party be responsible for themselves.
Yes.
You can't,
But they want to argue saying that they are not responsible for how they dress.
Yeah.
Like they can just dress however they want. And I'm like, are you
that is a
me?
very popular notion, especially in feminism.
Oh, yeah.
And it's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
When they say, like, they're complaining about dress codes in high school and about how, well, it's the boys who need to learn how to control themselves. And it's like,
wow.
Are you serious? So you're not going to take any responsibility. You're not going to be culpable to nothing. You could come to school naked, and it's not your fault that you're getting eyeballs.
No, it's the guy's fault for looking.
It's the guy's fault for looking. It's always the male. Always the male. Yeah. And it goes back to the wiser philosophy. Each party should be responsible for themselves. I'm not saying men should be able to behave however they want.
No, absolutely not.
But that's never the argument. No one's ever saying that.
No, they're saying that men should just be able to handle their lustful thoughts no matter what I'm doing, and I'm like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
What women don't understand is that men are very visual creatures.
Yeah.
We are triggered by something very small visually because we are very visual creatures. Women are not visual creatures.
Yeah.
They're loving creatures. They're nourishing creatures, So it's two different sides of the coin. They just, like you said, need to be responsible for their end, just like we're responsible for our end.
Oh, 100%.
So
yeah, it drives me insane.
Mm-hmm. So feminism, that's a great thing to talk about. I want to share some stuff on my end, but I feel like I'll get in trouble, so I'm not going to do that.
No, I'm tired. No. What? You call me out constantly.
Well, I'm not going to say who it was. But I've had a relationship in the past, and don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect in my relationships. Was I a virgin before I got married? Yes. But I have been, for lack of better terms, promiscuous with women. Was there ever intercourse? No. But I have done stuff that I'm not proud of. And there was one time, wasn't married to this chick.
You don't have to share this, Nate.
Are you sure?
No, I'm kidding.
I don't. Anyway, what was really upsetting to me is that we were trying to set the boundaries of like trying to stay pure before marriage. That's how I always communicate to anybody that I'm dating. I want to stay pure before marriage, but it's hard to stay pure before marriage when both of them don't have the same idea of what pure looks like.
Oh, yeah. There's a problem.
Yeah.
That can be that can be challenging.
Yeah. And thank the Lord I'm dating who I'm dating now, because she has such a heart for Jesus and wanting to make sure we stay pure, even in the simplest way. And I'm like, if I wasn't dating you, I'd be up the creek without a paddle. Like, so thankful. Her name's, I'm not going to tell you. I don't think she wants me to tell her name. Thankful for her. Anyway, this past relationship, we got a little too frisky. And I remember she didn't want me to put my hands on her chest, but she wanted to put her chest on my chest. But yet we were in a heated moment. And so my hands kept going up and she kept pulling them down, but yet we're in a heated moment. We're making out and my hands went up and, of course, found the chest. And I remember about a few weeks later, she's like, well, I told you I didn't want you to do that, and you did it anyway. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
A few weeks?
Yeah, a few weeks later.
Yeah, later?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we were in an argument.
Well, she was really harboring that.
She was. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, she blamed me for her putting her chest on me, but because she wanted my hands to stay off of it, because we were trying to stay pure, which, you know, at that point, it was just, we were in sinfulness at that point, regardless of where my hands were. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Okay. So, but, you know, because my hands went up, she's like, I told you not to do that, and you did it anyway. And I'm like, but you're the one that pulled your shirt up. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't realize she pulled her shirt up.
I didn't pull her shirt up.
Oh, well, you said her chest was on your chest, but you didn't say y'all weren't wearing a shirt.
Oh, I thought that was implied, that her chest was on my chest. She pulled her shirt up and her chest was on my chest, and then she got upset that my hands kept going and wanting to put my hands on her chest. I'm feeling very uncomfortable talking about this, but anyway, she was upset, like, and she brought it up in an argument later that I had done that, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you're the one that pulled your shirt up, like, and I will take full responsibility that we were there, like, in that spot. It should have been the responsibility is on the man. I should have led us in a different direction. I will always take full responsibility for that. Yeah. I'm the one that fell. I'm the one that takes full responsibility for us going too far because we did. But whenever she basically put that kind of blame on me, like I crossed a boundary, I'm like, whoa. Like, okay, you have to take responsibility in your end as well.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, that didn't go over too well.
No more relationship or what?
No, it didn't. It definitely didn't last long. I'm not going to tell you who it is while we're on the pod. Afterwards, when I tell you who it is, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, now it makes sense.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to talk about it on the pod, like who it actually was. I'm just going to say it was a past relationship. So.
Oh, I know exactly. No. I mean, hold on just a second. No, it wouldn't have been her.
Just don't say any names.
Nah, I wouldn't dare.
Because we're talking about dating today, so I know I had to kind of give an account on myself.
Yeah. No, it's all good, man.
You know, because dating apps today, and I'm so glad I'm not on one because I'm in a committed relationship, praise the Lord. But dating apps today are so bad, and I think I told you this, they should put all of them together and just call it What's Left.
Yeah, What's Left.
Because it is so bad. The dating apps are so bad.
You know, it's funny. When I was younger, like teenage and 20s.
You were a teenager?
I was.
You were a teenager at one point?
I was a teenager.
That's hard to think about, Nick.
Well, I wasn't even a teenager when you were born, fool.
You were 9 years old when
I was 9 years old when you were born. All right, so this is guff, dude. Yeah, so I'm so torn. I walk around just torn in two pieces, and it slowly became that way. And I think maybe it was always that way. I'm just becoming more and more aware of it. Because when I was a young man, right, teenager, early 20s, it's like getting married was just a given. That's going to happen. Yeah. You know, you're going to get married. And then I got into my 30s and, you know, played around with this career or that career, you know, and then before I know it, I'm getting into my 40s. And now it's like...
You're getting into your 40s?
Yeah, at one point, Nick, I was getting into my 40s.
You're in your 50s.
I know that. I know that. Hey, let the timeline catch up to itself, bro. I'm coming to that.
Okay.
All right? And now, I'm in my 50s.
Sorry.
And it's like, okay, first of all, I was wrong. Getting married is not a given.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, because everyone thinks it's just a given.
It's just a given. Yeah, when you're 19 years old and you're looking ahead, you're like, oh, yeah, I'll be married and I'll have kids and a house and a career. Here I am, 51, and that didn't happen. And now, more and more and more, I'm wondering if I want it to happen. Because it's not because I intellectually don't want to get married. I think I intellectually do want to get married.
Yeah.
It's because now I don't know what I would do with like a live-in long-term, how that would change the life that I have become accustomed to and actually quite like.
Yeah.
Is something that, man, she would have to be like
Mother
angel
Teresa.
sent straight from heaven. Yeah. Like she
and not speak English.
Yeah. Okay. Like, thank you, Nick. You're absolutely right. Raised on a third floor. A little plump, soft around the edges, big boob, and don't speak English. And
you mean third world?
Probably.
Okay, you said third floor. Raised on the third floor.
I said raised on a dirt floor.
Dirt floor. Okay, I didn't hear that. I heard third floor.
No,
Sorry.
Dirt floor.
I'm like, what's the third floor? I didn't do anything.
I can see your confusion. But now I'm like, man, I can't see what that looks like anymore. Like back when I was a kid, when I was a young man, I could look forward and see what it might look like.
Sure,
I have an idea.
Sure.
Now, looking forward, I can't see what that looks like anymore. Like I don't.
No, I'm with you. Like it's hard. The older you get, it's harder to see what that might look like. But
I don't have the perspective of society and culture telling me what it looks like anymore. Is the problem.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just an individual now, and I'm like, I like coming home alone. I like leaving the bathroom door open when I crap. I like, I like being able to cook what I want to cook or go out when I want to go out.
Yeah,
I like, know, and so
I'm with you, dude. Because the girl that I'm dating now, who is my future wife, I'm opposite. Like I look forward to a life with her because it's so easy.
She's Hispanic, dude.
Yeah, and that's very true. Yeah,
there you go.
Well, she even told me today. I hope she's okay with me saying that. She's like, I can't wait to marry you. I was never for the streets. I am born to be a wife.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, marry me now.
She got any cousins? Or
I know, right? She got any family members? Or single? It's a funny story. I actually did say, hey, what? Think we should introduce Nick to your sister? And I just had totally forgotten that her sister's married. She's like, babe, my sister's married. I was like, oh, my bad.
I appreciate you looking out for me, Nick. I appreciate
you, bro.
that. Yeah,
I got you.
All right.
Yeah. And Hispanics tend to like older men, so.
Yeah, and they also like bald men.
She likes my hair, so I think when it comes to our situation.
Well, my little Hispanic that I'll probably never ever talk to again. She likes them bald-headed boys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've talked about feminism. We're probably offended a few people, which hopefully we have some viral moments.
Probably did, yeah. I hope I didn't offend any Asians. just the
because
feminists.
of K-pop demon.
Yeah. Feminists, I don't care, dude.
I will say this. We have a dilemma right now when it comes to producing our movie for the 2000 national title team for Oklahoma. So the movie is called Destined. It's based on a true story for the 2000 national title team for Oklahoma. We just created the TikTok page. Go follow that page. You can look up Destined movie or you can look up Oklahoma 2000 national title page. And just give it a follow.
The more attention we get on that, the more of a case we have when it comes to.
And I'm not going to tell people like the dilemma we're having, but we do need to build a follow.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I will say this: as the writer, I'm very proud of this.
Yeah,
screenplay,
you say that a lot.
I'm very, very proud of this screenplay.
Dude, the great thing about that movie is that you didn't have to change much. Like when it comes to the actual story, you didn't have to change much. You just had to put your writer skills to use to turn it into a script.
Yeah.
And we made one small change it's still as accurate as it can be. It is a great story. Like I interviewed 17 players from that year. I've interviewed Bob Stoops, Mike Stoops, and
did we ever get Venables?
No, haven't got. He's too busy because he's the head coach of Oklahoma now.
Yeah, okay.
But we'll probably get something as soon as we can get past this hurdle that we're dealing with right now. We'll probably be able to get him on the horn. But yeah, so go follow any of the pages that we have. And we're about to get the Instagram up. We'll probably get a Facebook and YouTube up. So just go follow all that and just share the mess out of anything that we have.
And what's it called again?
Destined Movie. So just search Destined Movie. It's right now we're only on TikTok, but we'll be by Monday on Instagram and all the other social media profiles. And
we got some pretty good ideas for marketing too. I think.
It's gonna be fun. You're gonna like what we put out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be produced by Alliance Studios, which is our company. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Which is why we talk about movies a lot. Is because we're movie makers.
Yeah, we're movie makers, but also we're just fans of.
Well, I've always been a cinema fan, before all the GS came out, and now it's just saturated.
Yeah.
So
no GS
I have a hard time watching Friends now because of the GS that's in Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there GS in Friends?
There's GS in Friends.
We're going.
That's why I like Big Bang Theory a lot more because there's no GS in Big Bang Theory. Like at all.
Yeah.
So
just a couple beta males, but I mean that's not GS.
Betas? Anyway, that's a whole nother situation, a whole nother discussion. Anyway, that's Nick's Right Podcast. I think this is our 7th episode.
Man, is it our 7th?
Our 7th episode so far. So if you guys can share us out and get us going, that'd be great.
Yeah.
The Instagram is almost to 10,000 followers. I think we're like a little over 600 followers away from hitting 10K.
Which is awesome.
Our TikTok is at 24,000. I think our YouTube is at a little over 7,400. So yeah, we're growing.
It's very cool, man.
We're growing. No thanks to Nick, but we're growing because I'm the one doing all the work on the back end.
Yeah, I'm just the host. That's all.
He's like, I'm just the talent.
I'm just that guy. Yeah. That's all I am.
Anyway, we're gonna pray and we'll close it out. Lord Jesus, thank you for another great episode and a lot of fun. I pray that no one gets offended, but if they do get offended, let them get offended the right way. And I don't even know what that looks like. I think I'm just a little walking on eggshells, worried. So forgive me for worrying. But we ask that this episode would give you glory and honor, that we can talk freely and make sure that we can always express our free speech, no matter what's going on. And we thank you for the ability to express free speech because we live in a free country. And Donald Trump's your president. In Jesus' name. Amen. He's not Jesus' president. He's your president who's listening.
I understand, Nick. You know why? Because I get context.
Oh, thank you.
That's why.
And Donald Trump is still your president.
I know.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.